Hey, what's up guys? I'm Jim and I'm back today with my trusted whiteboard to explain to you something very important. In light of the 64 new launches that are coming onto the market this year, and with news stating that May, the number of new launch home sales has increased by 30% over April, but yet at the same time analysts still mention that it's a buyer's market. I think one of the important fundamental things to know as a new launch buyer today is the timeline, the process. So that's exactly what I'll be explaining to you in today's video. First of all, let me draw you the entire timeline and assume today is day 1. So 19 June. The first step you need to do to secure a unit of your choice with the developer is to pay a 5% deposit. In exchange for this 5% deposit, once it's received by the developer, you would get an option to purchase, short OTP. This OTP would be handed to you directly on the same day as your 5% check. Then, within 2 weeks, the developer would send the SMP, Sales and Purchase Agreement, to your legal office. The next timeline is a 3-week period from the received date of the SMP at your legal office. 3 weeks. Within 3 weeks, the next step you will need is to exercise your SMP. This is done at your legal's office. Okay? Following the exercise of SMP, within 14 days, you have to pay your buyer's stamp duty. Pay BSD or ABSD if applicable. The final payment you will need to make is the remaining 15% deposit that forms the entire down payment of 20%, which is required by the developer at completion. This completion. And from 19 June to 15% at the completion, it can take no more than 8 weeks. In summary, the way I look at it is there's only 2 very important dates to remember. The first date is the 2-week period here as well as the 3-week period here, which comes up to 5 weeks. This 5 weeks period is important because you cannot exercise the SMP anything later than 5 weeks. You can't. You have to exercise it within 5 weeks to exercise SMP. Okay? And then the second date you need to know is this 8 weeks. 8 weeks, you cannot pay the 15% anything later than this 8 weeks. So 5 weeks, 8 weeks, those are the 2 most important periods of this new launch home purchase process. When you exercise your SMP at the lawyer's office, what happens is that they would also collect the monies from you for the BSD, ABSD, as well as the 15%. So you typically do not have to make a second trip down to the lawyer's office. They would be collected from you via the means of post-dated checks. Another thing that's important is during this 2-week and this 3-week period, this is when you need to sign your letter of offer with the bank. This confirms your financing and the loan amount and the loan details that you are taking with your financial institution. The bank can only confirm the loan to you once you have received the OTP. So in a nutshell, this is how the process of a new condominium in Singapore works. At the completion phase, total you should have paid about 20% plus your ABSD or buyer stamp duty. However, depending on the stage of completion, you may be required to pay additional. For that, it's in the topic of another video. However, I will have a link below in the description that will tell you the amounts that needs to be paid depending on the current stage of the construction process. I hope this video has been helpful to you. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below in the comment section. I produce new videos every Tuesdays and Thursdays. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. They'll be very welcome, and I hope to see you in my next video.